Welcome to the Gaming News Roundup. My name is Amata and I'm going to give you all the latest in gaming as of the 4th of April 2012. It has recently been revealed in Famitsu that Suda 51's Suda's latest project is called Killer is Dead. Now, basically, this project has promised to retain the essence of Killer 7 and No More Heroes, although it's not a sequel to either of those games. But some of the details announced about the game is that the player will take control of a prisoner that has been sentenced to death who must kill their would-be assassin. Like No More Heroes, the game will feature heavy focus on swordplay and is pitched as a dark side 007. Famitsu specifically even mentions beautiful Bond girl-like ladies as well. So yeah, this sounds pretty damn interesting. I mean, I'm just excited by the fact that the guy has said that it's going to be similar to Killer 7, which was a completely bonkers, hard to even define game that was just so completely mad in every possible respect. And obviously No More Heroes was pretty unique as well. So I'm pleased to hear that this is going to be something similar to that in terms of the feel. I hope it goes more Killer 7 than No More Heroes because, yeah, personally I prefer Killer 7, but still, this is pretty damn cool. I'm looking forward to finding out some more information about this. I'm always interested to see what this guy does because he always comes out with interesting stuff. You can't really accuse him of being mundane. It's everything but mundane, so I'm very much looking forward to getting some more information on this. EA has recently announced a second DLC pack for Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, which is going to be called Teeth of Naros. Now basically they said that players will journey through a forgotten land called Teeth of Naros, a harsh environment named after an ancient troll god, which in itself sounds pretty damn awesome. Now this DLC is set for release on April 17th and will cost 800 Microsoft points on Xbox obviously, that's about £6.85 or $10, or $10 on PS3 and PC. Now the DLC will feature a new city called Adilia. I'm not really sure I pronounced that right, but it floats above the sky, above Teeth of Naros, and will feature more than 20 side quests, dungeons, and a new race as well. And it obviously will feature new enemies, dungeons, twists of fate, and items as well. So yeah, yet more content for this very interesting game, basically in the style of a MMO, but single player. Not really played too much of it myself, but from what I've seen it is a very interesting game and I really want to get stuck into it at some point, but I can only really play one time sync at a time and I'm still kind of taking my time exploring Skyrim. I know I'm behind, but I can't really play that game just straight. I've played it obsessively for like a week and then I kind of put it to the side so I don't get too obsessed that I forget about all these other awesome games that are coming out. So when I'm done with that, I'll definitely have a look at Kingdoms of Amalur, and it'll seem like I have a lot of content to deal with when I do. I mean, I like the sound of this DLC quite a lot. It sounds like, you know, that for the price as well, you're getting quite a lot of content as well. You can't really complain about them not giving you your money's worth. I mean, $10 on PS3 and PC, I imagine it'll be about £7 in the UK on Steam or whatever. That's more than reasonable for what you're being given. Basically, a mini expansion by the sound of it. So I'm pretty happy about this, and I'll definitely be having a look at this DLC myself, and perhaps Crimson will take a look at it as he did do a first impressions video on the Kingdoms of Amalur demo as well as the full game. So maybe he'll have a look at it before me, but still, definitely excited about this. Notch, who is obviously the person responsible for Minecraft, has revealed a new game which is called O times 10 cubed. Interesting name, I'm sure you'll agree. And although this space-themed title is still early in the development process, we have been given some information about it, and a very interesting set of features. Now, this is how it's described exactly on the official site. Each ship has a generator capable of producing a fixed wattage, and everything you connect to it drains wattage. A cloaking field, for example, might require almost all the power from the generator, forcing you to turn off all computers and dim all lights in order to successfully cloak. Other features include engineering, fully working computer systems, space combat between computer-controlled and human opponents, lots of looting, mining and trading, connected to both the single player and multiplayer. So yeah, this is very, very interesting. I'm glad to see that Notch is doing something else. You know, I'm a fan of Minecraft like most people these days. But it'd be interesting to see him turn his hand to something different. I mean, I'm not really shocked that it comes with looting and mining and all that, obviously. Not just a fan of a game that encourages exploration and the hunting for specific items, because that's basically what Minecraft is. So it'd be interesting to see. And the thing I'm most curious about is what graphic style will you go with this time. I mean, obviously, with Minecraft, it is the most basic of basic, but when he originally created the game, he was obviously still an indie developer. Now, not so much the case considering how much money he's made, so it'd be interesting to see what he goes with there. I hope he goes with an interesting aesthetic, but more graphical fidelity, obviously. I think most people would appreciate that. An interesting style, unique style, but definitely at least fairly decent graphics. Nothing particularly amazing. I don't think anyone would be expecting the shiny graphics, but he probably could do it. So a bit of interesting to see, and I'm actually quite intrigued by this, reading the details. It does sound interesting, especially like the whole wattage thing. It sounds like you have to be very careful about what systems you engage, and maybe even they would incorporate a thing where if you use too much power you can overload your ship and be temporarily vulnerable to attack or things like that. So yeah, this could be very interesting, and I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for more information. Harmonix is returning to his roots with a new Rock Band game for the Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network. Now, from what we have seen, the game Rock Band Blitz kind of bears more than a passing resemblance to the cult classics Frequency and Amplitude, with a multi-lane track which basically requires players to keep every element of a given song, bass, drums, blah, in sync. So it looks they've taken it in a different direction to the whole using traditional instruments, guitar, drums, etc., and done it in the more style of Amplitude, as I've already mentioned. So, as well, Rock Band Blitz is supposed to support all previous Rock Band DLC, although obviously anyone without all that stuff can still make do with the game's soundtrack, which features 25 songs. So this looks interesting. There's no mention of a price as far as I'm aware, but considering that it's appearing on Xbox Live Arcade and PSN, I doubt it will be a full price title. I guess $15 or $20, 15 quid, something like that. I guess. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's what I would imagine for this. I don't think they'd want to charge full price. At the most, I would say £30 for this. Considering it looks kind of casual. I mean, Rock Band was always casual, but even more so now that they've kind of changed it to this old multi-track Amplitude style rather than using a separate sort of device to control specific instruments like guitar, drum, bass, all that good stuff. So yeah, I doubt this will be a full price title, but that aside, it does look very interesting, I have to say. And I'm hoping to see some more from this. I'm a little bit surprised that they've done a XBLA game rather than another just full-on Rock Band title, but I guess this is less risky for them, should I say, considering that it's probably not going to be as shiny or as hardware intensive as the whole Rock Band thing. So yeah, I guess they're just trying to reach a larger audience with the whole Xbox Live Arcade thing. Anyway guys, that's me done for the day. I really hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again soon.